How are we doing today, guys? So today I'm going to do something a little bit grander than what I normally do. I was actually able to track down Merrick's X-Wing fighter, good old blue leader there from Rogue One. Real quick, I just want to kind of talk about this box. The X-Wing itself is looking absolutely beautiful on it. I love how you have the Rebel Trooper in the background along with R2 and 3PO. I can't remember this droid's designation, but there that guy is. If you look over here, you have that Gonk droid that they just barely released, as well as another Rebel Trooper, and then right here, a nice little teaser of good old Chopper in there. This one does have a little bit of crunch in the corner, but if you've been following the news per se with the vintage collection of this Merrick's X-Wing fighter, it's not been easy for a lot of characters to come by. So far, I think in my state, only one Target has gotten them, but it's gotten several different deliveries because I know of several different people getting it from the exact same Target. Let's go ahead and cut that tape there and see about getting this X-Wing out, shall we? Maybe that package might be just smashed enough in the corner that it might not want to ease out of there. So let's go ahead and open up this other side. I usually don't like cutting tape on both sides, but this one might have some drastic measures there. So there's the instructions. There we go. Now look at that. Oh no, I knocked down some zombies. Zombie down. So there is the Merrick that everyone is going absolutely gaga over. We're going to go ahead and open this guy here real quick. But first, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple seconds to go ahead and assemble this X-Wing. If you'd like to stick with me, go ahead and stick with me. Oh, there just went some more zombie diorama. That's what happens. Got some more tape over here. Sorry, I was doing some things off screen just because of the room. Now this is one of the first vehicles I've opened since Hasbro has done their reduced plastic revision. So it is kind of interesting that this is all packaged in paper instead of the little plastic baggies that you've known to hate from your toys that they've had for the longest of time. So there is the nose to the X-Wing. Go ahead and get that snapped on. Beautiful looking plane so far. There are your cannons. And these should hopefully be the wings. Oh, yep, then I had to go and do that, didn't I? Go ahead and try to get the camera back on. Sorry about that, guys. A little bit of a struggle opening this much package, and my studio isn't the most professional in the world, I will say. That, and actually in one of my latest videos, not that you guys saw, but when I was tearing down, I actually ended up breaking the mount from my phone. So technically, my studio is jerry-rigged together right now. So let's see. Nice little scan the instructions there. Snap on the nose. And you got the different wings here that pop on. I think they're all generic, so there's no real so straight line forward. So yes, there is a way that they go. So this one's going to be your bottom wing. This one's going to be your top wing. And once again, your bottom wing. And then the top wing. So there we go on that. This one here does have just the classic landing gear, since this is a reissue of Luke's X-Wing. That has been done a couple different times. So no real fancy thrills or anything. It does have the spin down cannon right there. Do not see a projectile. So maybe that's still in the packaging. Has the cargo compartment there. So either this did not come with a projectile or I've left it in the packaging, but I will find that here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get some wing cannons installed, shall we? Maybe. If I can do it without dropping them all. Okay, went ahead and got this one picked up off the ground. Get that wing installed. There we go. I'll look at some of the detailing real quick on that. Really nice weathering markings on it. So far, I can honestly say I'm severely happy with this jet. X-Wing, Starfighter, whatever you want to call it. And the mechanism in the back, just like on Luke's X-Wings, go ahead and clip that down. That puts it into fighting position. I know I have heard a lot of people complaining about how sturdy those wings are. And, you know, they wish they'd upgrade the mechanism. I plan on keeping it in flight mode or landing mode, so that won't affect it that much. Let's go ahead and take a look inside that cockpit there. So it does have the guidance that comes out. You can see it. It does have the joystick. So we're just going to go ahead and real gently set that guy down right there. Just kind of snake the packaging real quick, see if the missile was in there, or if it did not include one. So as it is looking right now, I am not seeing a projectile. Nope, I was totally wrong. It's in with the wing mounted guns is where the projectile is. So it was in the bottom of the bag. That might be a little bit of a warning to people to not to forget to have that. There we go. And then you know what everyone's been waiting for. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Anton Merrick, shall we? So this one here has a real brief screenshot of him there, kind of a posed artwork for the card. And this guy on the back is VC204. Does have a couple of the other figures that have previously come out. That infamous Ahsoka wave, as well as the Darth Maul, the Boba Fett. And then, you know what? Let's go ahead and get this guy open. I'm going to just set the X-Wing aside for now. Let's get this Anton Merrick off the card, shall we? Sorry for the wide view still. Ow. Go ahead and keep that card back. So the Anton Merrick himself is just based off of a Luke Skywalker body, the flight suit Luke Skywalker body, with a new head. So it is a buck that we've seen before, and a helmet style that we've seen before. If I can get that out of there at all. Shoot it right out. Thankfully it landed right back on the table. So there's the blue leader helmet. And there is the Anton Merrick himself. So with the posability on this figure, he does have, you know, all the, like I said, all the same joints as the Luke that has come out, because it is just Luke. So pretty decent elbow, shoulder articulation, the knee articulation. The hip articulation is really nice on this figure, but he's just going to be sitting in an X-Wing. They probably could have gotten away with doing a T-crotch on this guy. But they didn't. They did go ahead and have this new awesome hip articulation, so he's going to be able to sit in the X-Wing just fine. One of the things that I have read about this is where they did the new head sculpt, the Anton Merrick's helmet just does not fit very well, because it was originally designed for Luke instead of this new head. So it is going to be very, very sloppy on there, as you can tell. But overall, I'm very satisfied with this figure. I really like that color on him, kind of that bluish pale green, blue leader. So obviously he would be kind of bluish. But see if we can't get him sat in that X-Wing real quick. And one thing that he does come with the blaster, no holster for the blaster, but this X-Wing does have a little bit of a fix for that. If you've played with Luke's X-Wing, you know what I'm talking about. If this is your first X-Wing, it has this little compartment here to fit the blaster in, because that's supposed to fit all of Luke's gear when Luke is doing Luke things outside of the X-Wing. Go ahead and get that right back down there. Try not to destroy the diorama too much. Refocus the camera. Let's see if we can't get this Anton Merrick in an X-Wing. So once again, you have to kind of rock the hips. Get that situated. Let's go ahead and take his helmet off for now. Then I don't remember. Okay, so there's not a bar that separates the legs in there. Which, if you're a G.I. Joe collector, you kind of understand what my concern is with that. I don't know of very many Star Wars figures or vehicles that have that, but still sometimes more of a pain than it's worth. I'm not going to get his hands on the controls, just because I don't know if he's going to stay in there after the video. But we'll go ahead and get his helmet on there. Yep, so that's going to be definitely a little bit of a problem, that wibbly wobbly helmet. So I know there's also been a little bit of controversy about what R2 unit Anton Merrick has in his X-Wing. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this guy in there. And I think that is going to be his riding companion. Top of the head does look an awful lot like R2, probably because it is, I think. But going to be a nice little droid for that pilot, I believe. And as always, guys, you know, here is the Anton Merrick VC204 and his new Blue Leader X-Wing. I do apologize a little bit about the awkwardness of the video, but I wanted to showcase the whole thing, whole experience. So far, I'm very happy with it. It's going to look very good up with all my other X-Wings. The Anton Merrick is a beautiful looking figure. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.